Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the most important NYCFC talk show. It's time for the Dudes in Blue, episode number 162. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host, Joe Amato. Alongside me, as always,
Antonino. Dude, what's going on?
Dude, I almost couldn't see you with that camo shirt you had on there.
I'm not just a floating head. Damn it doesn't work.
It doesn't work that way.
I'll tell you what. I have 2 out of the 3 special edition warm up tops, and I actually like the way these feel more than the jerseys.
All right.
They're just they're more comfortable. They're cut a little bit bigger, which is nice for fluffy people such as myself. But they're pretty cool. Nice to have a variety of colors with the NYCFC logo. So
it is. It is. What's going on, everybody? Thanks so much for spending some time with us for episode 162. We're going to be talking NYCFC versus Colorado. Lots of other MLS stuff happening as well. We'll have a good show for you, and we're going to open up the phone line soon because we want to take your calls again because that's just damn fun. Start dropping the comments on Facebook if you're watching on the live feed. And as always, make sure to give us the follow, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are at Dudes in Blue. You can right there. Go follow us right now. And we'll open up the phone line soon in a little bit. And if you're watching on the Facebook live feed, let us know where you're watching from and share this broadcast with your friends. We really appreciate you being here. Dude, we'll do as usual. We'll do like a quick roll call and kind of get into it, you know?
Let's do it.
So right off the bat, we got Jorge checking in, Felix saying you're, JKE Rhino checking in saying what's up, Chris Martinez saying hey, and my mom's here. What's up, Mom?
Titsy, what's going on?
What's going on? All right, dude. So we've got some fun. We got Rajendra watching from Queens. What's going on, Rajendra? Thanks for spending time with us. We appreciate you all being here. Let's have some fun, dude.
Let's do it.
So, where do we want to begin here? Oh, Uncle Dom is in the house as well. I needed to put that there as well.
What up, Pops?
As well. Hey, we're gonna have a giveaway soon, sponsored by Uncle Dom. Probably next week. If
hell yeah.
Things pan out the way that they're supposed to. Anyway, plowing ahead, dude. NYCFC took home 3 points from the Colorado Rapids, playing at altitude, the Mile High City, coming away with 3 points. As well they should have, the way that they were playing.
Yeah, honestly, just a little bit of concern on my end that the scoreline really should have been much larger than it was.
You want to dive into some of the numbers here? Because I have them here.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm a numbers guy, and there's a couple that are kind of important. Huh?
It's a little thunderous out here.
Is that what I hear?
Yeah. Dude. I can't help that. That's not me.
That is crazy. So right off the bat, NYCFC about 78% of the ball, right? So almost 80% possession the entire game. Felt like we had the ball the entire time.
Which is
29
insane.
shots. 29 shots for NYCFC, just 9 on target. Clint Irwin, who came in around the 36th or 37th minute for an injured Tim Howard, was able to make 5 saves. So Clint Irwin, had definitely had a good game, definitely had a hand in it. But dude, I mean, come on. Even if those 5 shots were stopped, we took 29 shots the whole game, and 2 of them wound up in the net. That's not a good ratio for me. As much as I love the result, that ratio against this team should have been way better.
Yeah, especially when you're up a man. I think.
There's that.
Anytime you're up a man, and in the first half especially, if you're up a man, you really need to make teams pay, and that's when you have the ability to start pushing guys forward and trying a couple different things and just really build the confidence, get the guys going, get rolling, and they just couldn't get anything going until the end of the game.
So, it's kind of tough, right? Playing with 10 men, I think it's tough for teams to play against that. We've seen it happen before where it becomes tricky because the team tends to drop back and defend and focus almost exclusively on defending and hoping that they catch you on a counter, which Colorado almost did if it wasn't for the linesman. So it definitely becomes tougher to penetrate this team, but at the same time, we still took almost 30 shots. The
Yeah.
quality just was not there. And even Domet Torrent, you head to dudesandblue.com after the show and read the article that Anthony Merced posted. Thank you to him. With the quotes after the match, there was a lot of missed opportunities, and that's pretty much what this game was. I know it's tough. I know you're at altitude. I know you're on the road. You made the travel, and but you got to at least be able to put it on target. I mean, dude, like even Hebert, wide open net, he had a sitter that he just flubbed on. I mean, it was just poor quality in the final third.
Yeah, from pretty much anyone who pushed forward, really.
Tati was poor.
Yeah, I mean, you take all that stuff into consideration, the travel, the altitude, but at the same time, you still managed to take almost 30 shots. So it really didn't affect them too. The altitude doesn't affect the ball going into the net. You know what I mean?
Right.
So for me, I think Mata again comes up with another poor game. His ability to get the ball in the box and find someone is almost non-existent the last couple of matches. And I don't know what it is, because usually he's got the offensive ability and the defensive ability to play this position where you're playing both offense and defense as a wing back. And it's not there. It's really not there. And it hasn't been there for the last, I would say, 2 to 3 matches. So he's got to be better. I think Tinnerholm had a good game. But these guys are putting in work, and they've got to be able to. You've got to have something to show for it at the end of matches, and Mata is just he's really got to turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening, and again, I mean, we're used to Mata playing more left back, and now he's forced to play a little bit more of a left wing back, which you think would be in his favor, but it really hasn't been.
He's got the ability. I mean, he's got the talent, no question. But it's just that the quality. You're right. The quality hasn't been there. And Saturday night's game was a prime example. You had a lot of crosses that never found their way in, or were too far, or be blocked on the way in. And really favoring the left foot. You know what? At times you have to be able to cut back and use the right to whip it in. With an in-swinger. So I really don't know. I don't want to make too much out of it, because every player kind of goes through the ups and downs, and maybe this is just down for him. I mean, knock on wood, the guy's healthy and he's been able to give minutes, which is, fantastic. But if you're going to be in the starting lineup, you got to be able to produce somehow.
Yeah, and it just hasn't been there. I mean, it's ever since coming back from that injury, he has not been the same. Dude, let's just kind of go over like the in-game stuff that kind of happened, and then we'll maybe open up the phone lines, take some calls, and talk about what's going on with NYCFC.
Let's do it.
Colorado was the first to open the scoreline, and really credit to Jonathan Lewis for beating Ibiaga, getting that ball in the box, and crossing it. Sebastian Anderson, who wound up putting the ball away. So.
Really more of an own goal.
It was kind of an own goal, Matarrita, and not to keep, getting on Matarrita, and this is to Jillian's comment here. Last game, he looked like he had 2 hours of sleep, is what Jillian on Facebook said about Matarrita. Anderson just kind of slips right in front of him, and
he called him too. Like, if you watch the play, you could see Mata pick him up and turn.
But he just stopped.
And at the very last second, he kind of lost track of where he was.
Let him get in front of him,
and he let him right in.
So, but again, you got to give credit to Jonathan Lewis. Is that? And let us know in the comments what you think. Was that Jonathan Lewis exacting revenge on his former club? Not his intention, but I mean, like, did that give him the I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say.
I mean, listen, it's an assist, yes, a good play, yes, but the team didn't walk away with 3 points. So I don't know how revengeful it might be. I mean, listen, if I'm on the field and in that situation and I score 2 goals and we still lose, it's not really revengeful, because I'm still on the losing end of it. So it's tough. Listen, you love the kid. From the experience that I've had with him, he's been a fantastic person. Player-wise, I never really saw him slack off anywhere. Maybe tactically he was having issues here and there, but all that's going to come with minutes. And if you're not going to get minutes, you might as well, he's better off playing somewhere where he's not riding the bench. But this comes back into play where wouldn't it have been nice if we had a second team that we could loan him out to and he can actually grow under, NYCFC tutelage and then come back and be, a player that could be helpful for the team rather than having him, score goals and help other teams, especially teams that are playing against us.
Yeah, but like you said, I mean, it didn't end up being the result. And actually, Jenny Lando here on Facebook, what's up, Jenny? She says, no, he is not a consistent player. That was a good play he executed well. He did it once. And actually, I mean, look, this was most of Colorado that really wasn't around in the game, but he kind of drifted into nothingness after that goal happened. And I think that was partly credit to NYCFC just constantly having the ball. Just to get to another comment here, Donald on Facebook says, Lewis was dead by the 60th minute. He commented he wished he was still here. I saw that headline, but I did not read the article, so I can't comment too much about it.
Just taking that at face for what it is, I don't know if that's something that I would say.
Yeah, again.
Just because it's like, you know what, listen, it's in the past. This is your new home. This is your new team. You've got to be focusing all your effort on making it there and doing what you can to help that team win.
And if you could make it there.
You can make it anywhere?
Wrong city.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Not Colorado.
Need some John Denver. No, like, in all seriousness, you got to, like, if I'm a coach or a manager and my player is saying that he still wishes he played for another team, it's a little disheartening. Like, we're not good enough for you. Like, we understand, but you know what?
At the same time, I think this is a great spot for him because he has helped this club. He really has. Yeah. Like, he's made an impact. So, and I think for him, this is a stepping stone for him. That's all I think it is, honestly.
Sure.
Moving on, dude. It didn't. Red card came to Sebastian Anderson, the goal scorer, who I think was 16 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Young goal scorer. My God. And then makes a really kind of needless challenge on Matarrita in the opposing third, which is interesting. So it was kind of a needless challenge that, ref went straight red, not even close. And that's just,
And listen, and credit to the ref for, having the courage to actually go straight red on that. I mean, he had a great line to it. He
went straight for it.
He saw the studs were up. But in the last couple of weeks, for all the scrutiny with all the officials, he wasn't afraid to make the right call, and it was the right call in my opinion. You go in like that, you could break someone's leg. Yeah. It's easily a leg breaking challenge. Especially when the player doesn't have room to get out of the way. On the touchline, they're worried about staying inside the white lines, and he's dead to rights at that point. So a silly play and kind of sucks to put a damper on his first goal.
Well, and then things went from bad to worse for Colorado because then
they stopped playing.
Tim Howard. So you're down a man, you're down to 10 men, and then Tim Howard goes out on what looked like an injury. I don't know exactly what it was. 36 minutes, Tim Howard out. Clint Irwin came in. Credit to Clint Irwin, by the way, who had a phenomenal game, 5 saves, and I'm going to Jenny Lando here, who says, but even then, up a man, we still had to struggle to win, and that again is my big issue with this match.
Absolutely.
You have Hebert, who missed an absolute sitter of a goal. The goal that he did score, though, was very, very nice. It was beautiful. Quite beautiful. The pass from Maxi was inch perfect. Great trap by Hebert, and then just thundered it into the net. So, ain't nobody stopping that one. And
Nope.
And then you gotta fast forward to the 83rd minute when Alexandru Mitrovica comes off the bench, and Lalas Abubakar. I love saying that, by the way. I love saying Lalas Abubakar.
I love that dude's hair. That dude has like full Cabbage Patch hair growing on top of his head. Like, I don't know how do you run like that?
It's
like,
incredible.
It's
gotta slow him down.
It has to. How do you not have headaches?
Unbelievable.
This constant state of migraine.
It's ridiculous. Well, thank you to Lalas Abubakar for passing the perfect ball to Alexandru Mitrovica, who took a few touches and put one past Irwin from outside the box. It was a great, good goal. I think a needed goal for Matriza. Again, I still need to see more from this guy for the amount of money and weight that we put on his shoulders in the DP slot and all that. We still need to see more, and let's hope that this begins the onward trajectory for him as long as he stays healthy and can produce the goods.
Yeah, for sure. I think my biggest issue with him is that I think he's trying to do too much a majority of the time he's on the field. He's pretty much got one move that he shows people where he cuts in and tries to get the ball on his right foot and put the ball in, which is great. But you can't do that with three guys in front of you. He often holds the ball for too long. So decision making for me has to get better from him. And listen, you've got to be able to find space where they're going to put guys on you. Either give the ball away to someone who's open, or get yourself open in some sort of fashion. Just too many times you see him cut in and lose the ball to one of the two defenders that's on him at any given time. Luckily for us, he had space and was able to put a shot on. And you see that quality. You see that really good quality from him. That's not an easy shot to take, especially because it bounces on the way in. To be able to place the shot like that, wasn't really a rocket. And we've seen him score rockets from that distance. But you have a little bit of space. That's the space that he needs to create. And he has to realize that he can't always do it by himself.
Yep, exactly. Just lay it off every once in a while. Yeah, instead of putting it 20 feet over the bar.
Yeah, try to make your own room. And if you can make that much space, great. But dribbling into traffic constantly and losing the ball doesn't help anybody.
No. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, again, let's take it what it is. We're coming off of 3 straight losses in all competitions, then going to Colorado, coming home with 3 points. It's a good result for the boys. Not the best quality performance in the final third for sure, but you hope that only gets better as time goes on. As Hebert's back from injury and Mitri's back from injury, and you want Tajuri Shradi back. I want Tajuri Shradi back so bad. I think the only other player that I really just wanted to touch on, dude, was probably James Sands for coming back and having a solid game. Had a solid game. Still had the cast on the old arm there. And did okay, did all right.
Yeah, again, he's really set the bar high for himself. Really, to be integrated back into the squad and look like he hasn't missed a game in weeks. Just being able to,
dude, he looks like he's like a 30-year-old defender.
It's fantastic. It really, really is. And the fact that the kid is so young, I mean, this kid can do this for years and years and years.
Fantastic, yeah.
He's going to be a really, really, really good player.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, the other thing, too, and I'm going to open up the phone lines here, 646-535-7982 if you want to get on with the Dudes in Blue for episode number 162. That's a lot of ooze.
All right, Dr. Seuss.
A lot of ooze. I don't like grenades and ham. I don't like them, Sam I am. 646-535-7982. We got to also remember here, dude, no Alex Ring this match, no Maxime Chanot on yellow card accumulation. So you're missing your Capitan, you're missing your spine in the back there, and we still came up okay. Granted, Colorado didn't really have all that many chances to get forward and really test us, but at the same time, that's what you want from guys that are supposed to pick up the slack when key players are out.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, again, anytime you can get a result, come away with 3 points, and there's still room for improvement, I'll always take that. That's fine. And the team has had quality in the final third. Over that unbeaten streak. You saw plenty of goals during that unbeaten streak, so they can do it. A lot of people can pitch in and help out. So now it's time to put it all together, and this is the time of the year where things start to get interesting.
Yeah, I think it was I don't know if it was during this game or during the Red Bull game, but like the stat had come out that NYCFC was like, don't quote me on this, guys. I wish somebody would find the stat, but NYCFC is like second or third in the least goals conceded in the league. We're one of the lower ranking teams on that, which is great. Jenny on Facebook says we need Chanel. Aside from defending, he's the communicator for the back line. I agree, but I also think that James Sands can kind of step up and do that. And I think if you were missing Collins, I think you'd probably feel it. Maybe not as much as Chanel, but I tend to agree with you, Jenny. But Sands is definitely he's got room to grow. But man, that kid's gonna be a stud.
Yep.
Again, 646-535-7982 if you want to get on and chat with us about this game. Dude, let me just chat a little bit about Keaton Parks because this is a guy who I'm liking very much, by the way. I didn't know how I was going to feel about him. I don't think anybody really did until we started to see him play and started to see his footwork. For as big as he is, the guy's got fancy feet, which I like. The other thing I like is that he brings the height element to our team, which we did not have. My only issue is that he does not get far enough forward to find himself at the end of a cross, which, my God, he wins just about every 50-50 ball, every air ball. The dude is winning it. I want to see him win something in the box.
Yeah. I think part of that is formation and style of play. I don't think it calls for him to get that far forward just because it leaves a little bit of a hole in the middle of the field. The guy can take his shots from the top of the box, which is pretty much what he is. He's pretty much playing, in a box-to-box style.
Man. So get in there.
You want to see it.
Put me in, coach.
Him and Ben Sweat are pretty much the only two guys with height on the team, and Ben Sweat's not a guy that's going to find himself inside the box. No. He's going to be delivering the crosses. So you got to have that target guy, and that's the problem with playing Maxey as a forward. The height causes problems when he's a target man. So you got to
treat him run into the same issue.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what's with this team and players under 6 foot. I don't understand what it is. I mean, it's a height requirement to play, and you must be this short to play for this team.
Unreal.
But yeah, I would like to see him be a little bit more offensive. Another thing I really would love to see is for our set pieces to get better. Our corners are atrocious. Our corners
I don't think Maxey's the best corner taker, dude.
I don't know what it is.
Either he leaves them short or they float in the air for 20 minutes and they wind up finding nobody. It's just like it's not good.
I can't put my finger on if it's the corner taker or the positioning of the guys in the box. I don't know what it is. I think Bear had an opportunity and completely whiffed.
Yeah, we got a call coming in, dude.
Oh, who we got? We
got a call. Let's take it here. Hey, what's going on? You're on with the Dudes in Blue. Give us your name. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, you know who it is. It's Felix from the Bronx. What's up, gentlemen?
Yo, Felix.
What up?
Are we bad at are we bad at corners, Felix?
We are. We could use a lot of improvement on corner kicks, guys. I definitely agree with the point that we need a bit more height. I feel like Keaton Parks, he's our height guy. He definitely has enough body to get open and try to get his head on the end of one. So I think yeah, we got to improve. That's one definite area of improvement that I've noticed, especially this weekend.
Is it more the corner taker, or is it more of the positioning in the box? Because again, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not a fan of Maxey taking just his. They're just not good. I'm not,
I mean, I feel like he puts. I feel like he definitely puts some pretty good balls in. I think it's more placement in box. I feel like sometimes he wants to play the far post way too much. I get it to the near post. Try to get something there.
He can't get the ball there half the time.
And that's where he falls short a bit. I think play the near post a bit more. Play it short if you can. Sometimes if they're giving you enough space. But I always think that for as much as NYC wants to play the far post, we just can't get it done most of the time.
Yeah, dude, you got anything?
Yeah, no, I have to agree, and I think realistically, now that I'm playing some stuff back in my head, I think the only person who really ends up making an impact on the corners is Maxime Chanot. He's the only one I can remember that constantly gets his head on the ball. I mean, on or off the goal.
Usually not on target, but yeah.
Yeah, but he's the only one that seems to know the positioning to get in there and get the chances. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it is the corner taker, but again, who do you take the corners? Mata's only good from the one side, obviously, because he's left-footed. So you kind of want him to do his thing from the the left corner, I guess. Yeah, I really don't know how they can go about fixing this and getting some more opportunities, because listen, they had a ton of corners this game. They had so many corners. I'm trying to find the stat here. I don't know,
but it's got to improve. I mean, we've never been a set piece goal kind of team.
No,
but it's something that you'd like to see them add in the arsenal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we had those couple moments last season where Tinnerholm, is the lone man on the top of the box and gets the ball and can create something with a shot or another floater back into the box. They kind of strayed away from that, and now you're getting a short corner here or there, trying to get the cross in, moving guys left to right. But pretty much everything has just been lackluster from the corners.
Yeah, pretty down on that. Felix, you got anything to add before we let you go?
Basically, I mean, listen, man, we got to put a lot more shots on frame, obviously. I feel that we took way too many shots, but not in the right places. That's something that I feel has to get worked on, finishing, and, with finishing also set pieces. I mean, those are pretty much our bread and butter. I mean, obviously we get a lot of goals in the run of play, but still, it'd be nice to have that in your back pocket and, as another point of attack. I was happy with how we held the ball, and 3 points and 3 points, gentlemen. So, definitely, man, I was, kind of happy we could have scored more, but hey, you know what? 3 points and 3 points on the road,
That's it, man. That's it. Felix, thanks for the call, buddy, and we'll definitely see you next time, I'm sure.
Guys.
Be good, brother.
Definitely, guys. Take care. Have a great evening.
You too.
Love Felix.
He's the man.
Dude, he's called every episode.
Listen, I'm sure he will continue to call. He told me today, I speak to him on a regular basis. He told me today, get this, he turns the Yankee game down so he can hear the dudes in blue. In what world are these two guys better than the New York Yankees? I'll tell you what world. This world.
In the soccer world.
In the soccer world.
It's the only way.
Again, props to everyone who watches or catches us. I mean, you could be doing anything else on a Monday night, but the fact that you choose to share your time with us and call in now, which is awesome, because now you can really be, physically part of the conversation. You have at it. And if you want to talk about anything, ring the phone and get on with us.
Right there, 646-535-7982. We're going to move on. Dude, you have anything else to add about the NYCFC match? And if you guys have a call that you want to come in, you got an idea, you got something you want to share with us with the dudes in Blue Nation, now's the time to do it at 646-535-7982. I'm going to leave that up there for a little while longer. You got anything else, dude, about this game before we move on?
For this game, no, just, again, glad to come away with the 3 points. Room for improvement, and very much looking forward to Friday night against an opponent that always plays solid defense. Great keeper in Melia, so looking forward to that one.
Yeah, there you go. JKE Rhino on Facebook says, admission, I choose dudes in blue and a soccer match over a Yankee game. I do too, my friend. I do too. That is my lifestyle choice. That's what I do. I choose soccer over just about, not even just about, over every other sport. There is nothing. There's nothing.
I choose soccer over a lot of different things in life.
Just in general. Exactly.
In general.
646-535-7982 if you want to get on and chat with us. Dude, I want to talk about Dude of the Week. And some of you are going to like it, and some of you are not going to like it. And if you want to call and either agree with me or disagree with me, I cannot wait.
I dare you.
All right. So, my Dude of the Week is none other than the Ferrari among Fiats, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now, before all the hate comments start coming through because of what he did to Mohamed El Munir, dude, he dented the guy's face, which I didn't think it was possible.
Ugly. It is ugly. If you haven't seen the pictures, go find it. And it's just, it's the dude's got a dimple
that he didn't have before.
Head. Like,
unbelievable.
The X-ray alone is just enough to make you cringe.
Absolutely incredible. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Dude of the Week, and here's why. Number one, we know that he's a douchebag. Like, there's no There's no hiding this. There's no hiding what he does. However, the man backs up the trash talk that he spews from his lion mane mouth. All right? And let me tell you something. He came back after going down a goal to Carlos Vela's penalty kick and scoring one of the most amazing goals that you're going to see in MLS soccer at 37 years old. Not only does he do that, but he scores a hat trick, wins the game for LA Galaxy and El Tráfico. For me, Zlatan Ibrahimovic did it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the guy has a multitude of issues. No lack of self-esteem on his part. I don't know how that locker room hasn't turned completely toxic and against him just because of all the crap he says. But the dude has the ability to play. He really has the ability to play.
He's 37.
The dude's a gamer. The dude is a gamer. I don't love his comments. I don't think you should be biting the hand that feeds you and bashing a league that gave you an opportunity to play when no one else really, if you wanted to stay in Europe, you could have stayed there, but you didn't. So you're here now. You're an MLS player. You're of MLS caliber. That's what it is. So,
but he's
the whole
crushing
Ferraris, Fiats thing, whatever the case may be. But still, I mean, just the dude's a machine. He is an absolute frigging machine.
So unless somebody can call and or comment and tell me otherwise, I think Zlatan's got to get it. Again, I'm not happy with what happened. The referees definitely missed a call, and I'm sure I'll get the MLS disciplinary committee email any minute now saying that Zlatan has been suspended for 2 games.
That after his third goal, the celebration where he dropped that guy. That dude had so much hang time. It was unreal. I don't know how that even how does that happen?
Dude, he just went flying and Zlatan just kept running.
Like Mortal Kombat style, like FIFA glitch, like that dude had more height than if he wanted to jump in the air and get a header. Like he was just completely fly. Dude's an animal. Dude is an absolute animal.
All right, so is that what we're gonna do? Is it settled? Zlatan's got to get dude of the week.
Listen, I can't pick anybody really from NYCFC just because of all the. Anytime you put 29 shots on net and you can't find it more than twice.
All right, Jay, I will say this. Jay on Facebook is saying you're lying to yourself if dude of the week ain't Hebert. Dude, no friggin' way. No way. He missed a wide open net. He scored a wonderful goal, but didn't go above and beyond what he's normally supposed to do. If he puts 2 goals away, maybe. If he doesn't miss that absolute golden opportunity of a goal, I maybe consider giving it to him. But this week, he's not for me.
Yeah, listen, it's not a bad thing. It's not like, he's losing pay over it.
But I'm not lying to myself.
No. I think, he scored a great goal, but somebody putting in 3 after all the crap.
I think Matriza scored a better goal.
Yeah, more difficult. But positionally, I mean, Hebert was fantastic. Just to keep himself on side and to notice that's where that goal scoring instinct that we were missing in the beginning of the season. That's where it helps you right there. When you see the ability, you've got one guy on defense that's kind of like dragging his feet, and you can attack towards that guy. Keep yourself on side. Again, fantastic. But again, it's about above and beyond. And Hebert at this point has proven that a goal a game is pretty. He can handle it. He can do that. So he's got to put at least more than 1 in to get it, unless he's a bicycle kick golazo in the 91st minute to get the win. Different story. But Zlatan for me, it's just dude's unreal. Unfriggin' real.
It's not like this happened for Zlatan against like Cincinnati. Like this happened against LAFC, the best team in the league right now.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like it's incredible what that animal did. It's just unbelievable. We're coming to like the business end of the show here, but we still can call in. It's 646-535-7982. The number is right here somewhere. It's right there. Yep. So if you want to call in and get your thoughts in before we wrap up the show, we've got a couple more things to kind of touch on here. if you want to get in on the action, it's always great to do that. We love hearing your wonderful voices. Maybe some new callers, maybe some old call. I don't know. Who cares? Somebody call if you want to talk to us. Dude, where should we move on to next? Because I'm trying to think here. Oh, the last thing I want to touch on for NYCFC, dude, is that we have 4 games in hand on Philadelphia, and we're 7 points back. We've got games in hand on everybody. So if we can start picking up some wins, we can start jumping up in the table fairly quickly. And that's what I'm excited for. What I'm not excited for is 7 games in August, 6 games in September. That tends to be where we lose steam. We have a tough time finding the back of the net, find a tough time finding results, and we get a little leaky on defense. So the stars are aligning to have a banner finish for NYCFC, a banner second half of the season for us. And yet we're coming to the end of the season where we tend to fall short. So if they set it up for us on a platter, dude, they set it up for us on a platter. We got to go in there and eat it.
I agree. The bottlenecking of the schedule is just absolutely
Did you say
ridiculous.
schedule, or was that a hiccup in the connection?
Hiccup in the connection.
Okay. It sounded like you said schedule.
I didn't lose my focus.
I'm going to put up the GIF. There it is.
Again, now that you're getting healthy as the season kind of drifts on, now you have a scheduling problem where you got a few weeks where you're playing 3 matches in 7 days, multiple times. And it's in a short period of time. Like you said, you've got, 7 games in August and 6 in September. That's tough. And luckily for us, people are going to come back and be healthy, which will help out. But again, it's a lot of soccer to be played in one of the hottest months, if not the hottest month of the year, in our area. So it's going to be difficult, and you just wish that the scheduling was a little bit different. Knowing that there's open cups and there's gold cups and all kinds of cups, with a cup here and a cup there, here a cup, there a cup, everywhere it seems to be a cup.
I give you credit for finishing that, by the way, because you didn't have to, but you went all the way through it.
I did it. Went full old McDonald. Just play more away games in the beginning of the season when the Yankees scheduling conflict happens.
Don't have 3.5 weeks off.
There's that, but there's also, listen, we went an entire month without having a home game. You know what I mean? Like with the whole month of May, we weren't home at all. So why not do that and make it more beneficial to the club where you're not playing so many damn games on a stretch? Now, listen, for us, it's fun. I love going to games. I love watching the games. I love being there. It's great to have that much soccer, but at the detriment of your team, it's not good. And then we're talking about games in hand. I think the biggest issue with games in hand is that you have to win them. They're meaningless if you lose them. So the wins right now and accumulating points at this point in time, listen, you could see how easily you can jump. We went from 7th to 4th with a win in a blink of an eye. So it's going to be a very interesting, loaded, next couple of months. Look, we're already July 22nd, so the end of July already. So really looking forward to it, and really looking forward to see these guys finally be able to put it together and just be healthy for the end of the season and turn the narrative around that we can't do anything in the months of August and September, because that's the way it's been the last 2 seasons. Once with Patrick Vieira as coach and once with Dome as coach. So now is the time where you really need to, if you could put together another unbeaten streak like the one we had before,
great shape.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So
you're in great
keep
shape.
it up, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. A couple more things to chat about here, dude, real quick. But again, we still have time for just about one more call. So if you want to get on in, 646-535-7982. If you want to get on the line with us and chat. Dude, I kind of outside of MLS here a little bit. but not necessarily because I'm kind of bringing it home for NYCFC fans. I tweeted it out. I retweeted it out, I should say, that Harry Kane scored a David Villa goal against Juventus to win the game for Spurs in the ICC over the weekend. Did you see this goal?
I caught a clip of the highlight, but I don't really pay attention to these ICC games. They're just like they're glorified exhibition
it's preseason.
games.
It's preseason. They're exhibition games. But when you have Harry Kane scoring a goal on Szczesny from 40-something yards out, you're gonna want to see it. It's just that fun. I tweeted it out. He went full on David Villa on Juventus. It's those are always fun to see. I don't care what the stakes are. If you're in a real game and that happens, that's the moment of the game. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic.
Speaking of Juventus, I do have to say that it's kind of ridiculous. If you guys follow and you play FIFA, I do have to say how ridiculous Juventus's deal is, or should I say Piemonte Calcio? For those of you that don't know, real quick, FIFA lost the rights to Juventus for FIFA 20, and PES, Pro Evolution Soccer, the other video game the other soccer video game made by Konami, has the exclusive rights to Juventus. And in FIFA, that means that the badge, the jerseys, and the stadium are no longer available. So you know what they did? You know what they did, dude. They made up a fake-ass team and made it look like an old Juventus logo and called it Piemonte Calcio.
I think any of the corporations that can afford to do something like this, it's FIFA, just because that the game itself really prides itself on the Ultimate Team game mode, where it doesn't really matter what jerseys you're wearing because you're picking players from anywhere. It would be more detrimental if the players became exclusive to the game.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
You couldn't play with a FIFA game without Cristiano Ronaldo. Tanked. It's gonna tank. There's so many people that want to play with him that he's such an integral part of the game. So yeah, like it's for the players, the people who love Juventus and play the career mode and want to manage the team and sign and sell players and stuff. Now you kind of you're a little
Piemonte Calcio.
But Piemonte Calcio is going to be at the top of the table next season. They're going to be at the top of the table. Who the hell are these guys?
I have no idea. Yeah. So, but the craziest part, I should say, is that EA, Electronic Arts, wound up losing almost $700 million the day that the news dropped. Yeah. Their stock dropped. It's not a lot in the grand scheme.
Yeah, they can afford to do it when they were like 22.7. They're worth 22.7 billion,
and now they're worth 22.1 or 2, something like that.
Yeah,
but still, that's a big hit in a day because you announced Piemonte Calcio as you couldn't even make it one word. Who the hell is who's gonna remember Piemonte Calcio except us?
Yeah, it's just. And how do we know how many years the
no idea
exclusivity is for?
No idea.
That's interesting, man. I will give props to PES for
they're trying
being able to pull that. But they have the money, and they obviously were able to throw a ton of dough at Juve for this, because Juve really has nothing to gain from it except for the game exposure. But FIFA, hands down, is got to be like 4 or 5 to 1 when it comes to what the game people play the most. So it's going to be unfortunate, but I love playing with the kits. But I'll have to find another jersey to wear when I'm playing Ultimate Team.
Piemonte Calcio. I normally have something NYCFC on, but because of the Harry Kane goal and because of Piemonte Calcio and FIFA, I had to wear my Juventus kit tonight because it's fresh in my mind, and I just think it's freaking hysterical. So We talked about NYCFC. We talked about Zlatan. We talked about PM Montecalcio. I think that's about it for me on this one. Unless there's anything you got anything to add, dude, in the next 30 seconds.
No. I think
Good talk.
That's it. I think
Good
that's
talk.
it.
Make sure to give us a follow. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're at Dudes in Blue. This is where you follow us right there. Make sure to stay in touch with us on there. This has been episode 162. You guys have been amazing. Thanks for Felix from the Bronx for being the only caller. I expect more call game from you guys next week.
Bring your calls.
Bring on the calls. And maybe the more angry they are, the more likely they are to pick up the phone and call. Because we're not that intimidating.
No, I mean,
I'm not.
Not behind the keyboard. Maybe in real life.
True. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I got one last thing. FIFA. One last thing. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Before we let everybody go, you got to go to our Twitter page at Dudes in Blue, or you got to go to our Facebook page at Dudes in Blue. That's where you go, and you got to sign my petition. I started a petition to make Ray Hudson and Phil Shane announcers for FIFA 20. It's the only video game I play, and I want to be able to enjoy it by not having to turn off the announcers. I want Ray Hudson to be yelling magisterial every time I score a goal in FIFA. So would you please head over to Facebook or Twitter? The link is going to be there, and we appreciate you joining in that petition. It's at change.org. We're making big deals here, dude.
I don't know how people can play more than a week with the announcers on.
I turn them off.
And the funniest thing, I had played with them on for a while this year, and all of a sudden, like, it'd be quiet, and I'll hear Lauren. She'll be like, Dele Alli! And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she picks up all, like, the excited calls from the game, and I know all my players, and I'm just like, what do you do? Like, this is all I hear all day long. So now I just shut it off.
Yeah, it used to be great when you could put the Italian announcers in.
Oh,
that was the best.
Fantastic.
That was the best.
Any of the foreign languages, the announcing is fantastic.
Yeah, but that's the one I actually understand.
Yeah, and there's also the announcing changes when you're playing like a tournament game.
Yeah, when you're playing Champions League and all that stuff.
Like that. But other than that, I mean,
just Ray Hudson. I want Ray Hudson. I've wanted Ray Hudson for years, so I started a petition. Yes, I spent time this morning and I started a petition. You go to Facebook or Twitter. The link is on there, and I'd appreciate you all if you just signed the damn thing because I want Ray Hudson. This is for me. This is just a gift for me. All right? Guys, this has been awesome. We really appreciate you spending time with us for 162. We'll be back Monday night at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live, and then on Tuesday with the pod, as always. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dudes in Blue. Leave us the review if you can. If you like the show, if you don't like the show, either way, let us know what you think. Either on Facebook or on Apple Podcasts, wherever you are consuming us. But, dude, this has been a good one. But until next Monday, stay blue.